much most of our value has all come in the second sealed. When we cracked a Karn, a Dark Confidant, and an Elish Norn, as well as the foil black-green hybrid guy. So there might be another mythic, might not. So anyway, if people are coming in late, then come in late. It's 6:37. Let's bust some packs. Oh, and everyone, as always, we have our chat moderator and question asker, Crash, over there. Crash, would you like to say hi?
Hello.
Could everyone hear Crash? I want to make sure that you could hear her properly. I don't see why you couldn't, but... Should Crash just say something again?
What should I say? Just keep talking and see if folks can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can hear you.
Good.
2:37 in the morning. Good Lord. That's late. Okay, let's bust some good stuff here. Foil is a Gust Skimmer. The rare is a Mirren Crusader. Scion of the Wild, Sunlance, Walking Nightmare, Wings of Velasvel, Maximane Baksu, Played Ruskula, Kabu Primarch, Dragon Soul Knight. I hadn't seen that thing before. Ooh, I like that. Cathodian, Sign in Blood. I should probably, when I say I like that, I hear for those who don't know the card. Actually, I think autofocus is off. You pay 5 mana, or 1 of each color, to make him a dragon, get +5/+3, and he gets flying and trample. Daggerclaw Imp, Dimir Guildmage, and Etched Oracle. What the... I don't know why people lost mod status. I may have done a purge, I don't know. We'll come back on that. And for everyone who's catching this on YouTube, it's because we do this live on Twitch. And people can ask questions. And we do a lot of live stuff on Twitch, and you should come watch us do it. Like, watch us bust the foil Goyf right here. Or a foil Emrakul. That's got to be worth something. What's up, Javon? Price check. Emrakul, the Eon's Torn. Foil. And a Spellskite. So a foil mythic. Skyreach Manta, Nest Invader. Cloud Elemental, Raise the Alarm. Shrivel. Narcolepsy, Fiery Fall, Commune with Nature. Evolving Wilds. Wayfarer's Bauble. Gruul Turf. And the Selesnya Sanctuary. And Ethercast Knight, or Ethercast Knight. I think the chances of a foil Goyf have pretty much gone out the window. Maybe still have a chance for a regular one, maybe. The foil is Frogmite. The rare is Thunderblust. Arrest, Somber Hoverguard, Gorehorn Minotaurs, Moonlit Strider, Instill Infection, Vapor Snag, Goblin Fireslinger, Thrive, Mirror Enforcer, Alloy Mirror, Vampire Outcasts, Stormblood Berserker, Savage Twister. That's a pretty good card. Thank you for following Sondo Nation. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I like the fact that you have donation in your name, because if you guys do appreciate these things, you are always welcome to go below where there's a donation button. Just letting you know it's there. Foil Artisan of Kozilek. Dog losing his mind. Inexorable Tide. That's a lot of proliferation. Is that what people are selling them for? It's probably about right. Manalik, Glinthawk Idol, Gorehorn Minotaurs, Shrivel, Helium Squirter, Court Homunculus, Sundering Vitae, Dragon Soul Knight, Dread Drone, Sphere of the Suns, Artisan of Kozilek, Reassembling Skeleton, and will come in like a wrecking ball.
You didn't sing.
You're right. I didn't sing because I don't want everyone to leave right now.
Do you want me to do it?
Foil is Bloodthrone Vampire, and I want to peel this one because I feel like. Oh, I see green. Tarmogoyf doesn't start with an N. Noble Hierarch though does start with an N. Oh, that's basically one of the two most expensive rares in the set. So. Mind you, I want to build a sealed, but in the same respect, I want to bust some cards that are worth money. Manaleek, Scatter the Seeds, Tribal Flame, Steady Progress, Skyhunter Skirmisher, Ghostly Changeling, Thrive, Brute Force, Mirror Enforcer, Frogmite, Karplusan Strider, Bloodshot Trainee, Tumble Magnet. Alright, well this is our last chance. Last chance for that Goyf to show up. It's not going to show up. I'm hoping against hope. $100 sounds about right. Probably what they sell it for. It's one of the premium ones. I mean, it's not like one of the top 3, but yeah, that sounds about right. Goblin War Paint and Fulminator Mage. Speaking of rares that are worth money. I think that's in the basically the second tier. You've got like Cryptic Command and Noble Hierarch in the first tier, and then like Fulminator Mage and something else I can't remember in like the second tier. So a little bit of good stuff here. Kozilek's Predator, Thrumming Bird, Waking Nightmare, Fairy Mechanist, Apostle's Blessing, Death Denied, Vines of Vastwood, Goblin War Paint, Flare Husk, Alloy Mirror, Celestial Purge, Dark Steel Axe, and Sigil's Blessing. Got some fun cards here. Well, maybe I don't know if I've opened a Modern Masters booster box worth of value. Matter of fact, I can tell you I didn't. But it could have been worse. Like, we could have gotten like a mythic foil Comet Storm. Which, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't mind seeing that at all in Vegas. Because I don't give a damn about value in Vegas. Yeah, this pool's got some value. It's definitely better than the last, than the first and the third. Okay. Let's figure out our assets here. I did notice a number of artifacts, so I like to kind of start going down that road. Because affinity is affinity is it's a thing. Dark Steel Axe, Alloy Mirror, possibly Flare Hulk or Husk. I mean, if you go affinity, you probably would play the Tumble Magnet, Frogmite, Mirror Enforcer, Sphere of the Suns, Glinthawk Idol, Alloy Mirror, Mirror Enforcer, Frogmite, Wayfarer's Bauble, Manta, Spellsky. This guy's in the wrong stack. Etched Oracle, Gust Skimmer, and Cathodian. We have a lot of artifacts. What do we have that's like affinity for artifacts though? Like, artifacts are good and all. No, not the Husk. But unless you actually have a way of abusing that concept, like what do we have that can abuse the fact that you have artifacts? Well, Homunculus. Certainly is one of those. Mechanist is one of those. Somber Hoverguard. I think we're not going to see much else, though. Looking to see what here. No, nothing there. We can break artifacts in this color. Football Flames. Berserker. Slinger. No. Do have a Fiery Fall, which I like. Green Ramp Emrakul. I don't think you can ramp enough. Yeah, and I noticed the presence of the Kappa. Kozilek's Predator. Let's see. I'm not seeing. I'm seeing a lot of like Eldrazi Spawn, a few of those, but man, that's a whole hell of a lot of stuff to get all the way to 15. Yeah, we don't really have that much that really takes advantage of it. Another theme that I saw would be either 5 or, if you will, multicolor. Because I always like looking at stuff like that. So Manta and Oracle would go in that, obviously. Alloy Mirror, Wayfarer's Bauble. I can't imagine not playing Darksteel Axe in like anything. The card's pretty damn good. Sphere of the Suns. So Fiery Fall for sure. Tribal Flames, Dragon Soul Knight. And I'm not saying we're going to go this way. I'm just kind of looking. You're not going to not play Wrecking Ball. You're not going to not play Savage Twister. You're not going to not play Dimir Guildmage. Probably would play Sigil Blessing as well. Which Kozilek? Mobile Hierarch. Just because I'm passing up something right now doesn't mean that I'm not going to come back on it. I'm more looking for, like, these aren't enablers, but either enablers or things that gain benefit from it. Nothing there. Kozilek's Predator? This one? Yeah, you have to remember Twitch is not exactly real time. It's close, but there's snag. It's another card in the category of cards I definitely want to play. Okay, so there's not, as far as cards that really kind of gain an gain an advantage by going like multicolor. There's really only 4. I mean, no, I guess 5 with the tribal flames that truly benefit us for going 4 to 5 colors. And I mean, we do have a number of enablers. I don't know. I'd like to look at a different theme. So I'm sitting here just kind of this is why I stream. Inexorable Tide is the card that's going through my head right now. Of whenever you cast the spell Proliferate. And I'm sitting here trying to think like what could benefit from that. Like Skyreach Manta and Etched Oracle, definitely.
Scott, you got a request to go through blue?
Oh, we're going to get to blue.
All right, we're going to get to blue.
Tokens, obviously Scion is good with that. Nest Invader. No, you play that card because it's good. Because, well, I guess this doesn't work quite as well as I'd like. Because the proliferation happens before the Thrive goes off, but I'm not super impressed here. Maybe green white. I think we can rain some men.
Wait, are you going to play Wrecking Ball and Raise the Alarm?
Probably not.
Oh, because I'd have to sing both the songs, and that would be great.
Then I'm definitely not playing both.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm not real big on the token thing. Oh yeah, green blue graft is definitely something that I was looking at, especially with the Tide. I mean, we definitely have a very good deck for proliferating. I just don't know if we have enough graft cards. That's the problem. Like, we've Squirter. That's great. But I mean, I'm sitting here looking. It's really not that many. There's only like the one graft card. So I don't think that's much of a theme. Now, that's not to say that we can't go a proliferation route. But it's very difficult to like build a deck around a concept of like proliferate. Because if you don't see your proliferate cards, then you're in trouble. And really, a deck like that would require the tide to show up. Yeah, we'll get back to the artifacts. I want to go through the black. That's an arcane. That's an arcane. Ghostly Changeling is a spirit. Reassembling Skeleton, if we have a good sack engine, is good. Dread Drone. Outcasts are fine. Instill Infection would go well with a proliferate theme. Nah, we just don't have any of the spirit enablers. We just this. I think this is pretty easy to take the black and throw it out. I mean, there might be something in here we'd consider playing if we weren't like 5 colors. A spirit riding chicken manticore? Maybe if my eyes were better. Okay, so let's go back over the artifacts again. Because when in doubt, artifacts are colorless. So they certainly allow you allow for a lot of versatility. We do have Ethercast Knight as well. And then Husk, Idol, Tumble, Cathodian, and Spellskite. I mean, really, if you... We have 19 artifacts, which basically makes Smash to smithereens of Vindicate against us. And then we have another enabler. But that's the thing, is like, what do we have that gives a damn? Yeah, we have Mirror Crusader. You say it's the deck easily here. I don't know if it is. Like, I think it's missing some of the more powerful cards that you would want in an affinity deck. It's okay. Well, can always have a deck. I mean, you could essentially 5-color good stuff it. I mean, that is theoretically an option. I don't generally like the idea of the quote good stuff deck in this format, but I don't think the artifact deck has enough power. Well, I think we've got the cards. I don't think the cards are a problem for running 5 color. Like, I think we see our colors. I just don't think it's necessarily as powerful as I'd like. Let's kind of take a peek here at this. That's 15. And you know what? I need to do something important, which is actually keep my creatures separate when I'm doing this process. Because I tend to not do that and then end up realizing that I don't have any damn creatures. A lot of removal, not many creatures. Vines of Fastwood. We don't have the cards for the black-green sack outlet deck. I mean, no, not really worth it. I mean, we have a Plagued Ruscula. There's a few dollars in this sealed pool, but this is not a good sealed pool. I would not be overly thrilled seeing this. Do we have an aggro deck? Hang on. I want to finish taking a peek at the 5 color deck, but then I want to look at just like a pure, just knock knock, who's there, your face type deck. Does it that may exist? Vapor Snag. Arrest, Sunlance, figure out how to play Crusader. Raise the Alarm. $19, $20, $21. Well, 22, 23. Though honestly, I can't see me not playing Spellskite. So, maybe I can see myself not playing Spellskite. Bring it in if need be. Okay, so this is probably approximately what the 5 color good stuff deck looks like. Which I don't think is going to be quite what we're looking for. I just don't see enough. I just don't see enough power. Like, you're kind of very reliant on like Dragon Soul Knights or the Manta to really kind of get you there. Yeah, I don't. It's cool, but you just don't have. You just don't have the power. Okay, so let's take again. I'm gonna kind of split this back out because honestly, when you do enough throwing the stuff around, it kind of ends up everywhere. So we're gonna go back to square one, and we're gonna look at an aggro deck. A just beat the living crap out of you deck. And see what that looks like. Also noting that we have these cards up here. So yeah, let's start by looking at the red, because you don't beat the crap out of someone without some red. War Paint, maybe. War Paint's really not bad if you slam it on a trainee. He gets to do his job. Brute Force, Gorehorn Minotaurs, Stormblood Berserker, Goblin Fireslinger, fantastic Bloodthirst Enabler. Gorehorn Minotaurs. Thunderblast, Tribal Fames kind of sucks, but it's still burn, so you still play it. And I think Fiery Fall as well. Go into black. No, I don't think so. This guy's not aggressive, but maybe. I'd play the Changeling. I'd definitely play the Outcasts. The Daggerclaw Imp. Actually, the black's not that good for this. There's really not that many things that are that wonderful. I mean, we can make him discard cards. Dread Drone is nice, but it's 5. Paying 5 for a 4/1. Not exactly my idea of a good time. I probably play the Sign in Blood. $17. What do we have in artifacts that would be that we'd care about? Maybe Tumble Magnet, because being able to tap down their stuff to push through would be really good. To get that shot in so you get Bloodthirst. And then somebody mentioned splashing in green for Savage Twister, which yes. Sorry, he was just sitting over to the side. I have to remember that these cards exist as well. I don't see when you're going to want to cast Savage Twister. I mean, if I'm just being frankly honest, like, this deck doesn't exactly want Savage Twister being cast. But you know what might work? Maybe it's not this. Maybe it's not the green, or it's not the black. Let's take the black set aside for just a second. And let's look at the green. Because, like, Vines of Vastwood is a great pump. Noble Hierarch, just the Exalted, is fine. Or you can still, like, you just don't not play Noble Hierarch. Scion, Scatter, Predator, Primarch, probably Nest Invader. Maybe Karplusan Strider. So this is like 20, maybe 21. Oh, Darksteel Axe. Dear Lord, yes. I have said that you don't have a Wayfarer's Bauble and not play the Wayfarer's Bauble. I'm going to stick with that. I also think you maybe can splash a little white in here. The Carplusian Strider. I mean, he's in right now. He's certainly making the deck at the moment. I feel like we have a Selesnya Sanctuary, which helps, and we have an Evolving Wilds, which helps, and a Noble Hierarch, and a Wayfarer's Bauble. Like, we could go get a Plains. Sigil Blessing, I think, is exceptional. And maybe just worth playing. Like, literally is the only white card. But that said, it wouldn't be. Because you'd want to play Raise the Alarm. You'd want to play Apostle's Blessing. I think you'd want to play Sunlance. I don't know if you'd want to play Arrest. I think you would. I feel like if you're playing white, you should be playing Arrest. Oh yeah, Noble taps for white, green, and blue. I just feel like if you have an Arrest, you should be playing it. Are we getting too cute over here with the trainee? Oh, we're definitely not going into double white. Like, is the trainee too cute? Because the only real ways we have of well, I mean, we have a brute force, I suppose, if we needed to. And the Sigil's Blessing and the Vines of Vastwood. So we have 3 ways of doing it. Oh, and Darksteel Axe. No, we're not getting too cute with it. No, there's actually plenty of enablers for it. There's 3 cards that make it permanent, and there's another 3, which if you need to use it once, you can. I think we get rid of Tumble Magnet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'd want to cut 3 out of this build. This might be our build. How about this? We're not even looking at Emrakul and Artisan, and they cost way too much. I mean, yes, if you're going to play Tumble anywhere, that's going to be where you play it. We just may not have the room. It's definitely a cuttable card. Now with the double white again. Damn it. Double white. Oh. I don't think he's playable. I mean, he's playable, but not in this deck. But this is another but. It's 5, but it shouldn't cost that. And let's just say that that costs 2. So you really would like to have him cost 2. The problem is if you see him in, say, the first 10 or 11 cards, it's dead. It's a dead card. It's like a mulligan. That he's just going to sit there and laugh at you. And I think we're going to be playing real tight mana here. We don't have any token makers that exist that aren't being played, do we? Like if something makes a token, period, and it's in our colors, we're playing it. Well, if I was going to go Artisan, main deck, the Strider would definitely be my cut. Oh, this is over here. The Strider is somewhat weak. I don't know, is he? I mean, Kabu Primarch is probably weaker. I guess that's another late game. Yeah. I mean, obviously we board this in. We would board this card in if we're against, like, black-blue. I could see him starting on the bench. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that he actually has Convoke. That's the problem. It's like it skips my mind for a moment that this dude has Convoke. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's why that guy kicks ass. Well, if we're going to play an Artisan, we'll play the foil one. Yeah, I think this is better than going the black. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But cuts do need to be made. The arrest is probably one of the first cuts because we're not going to have very much white. Raise the Alarm is probably required in this deck. No, I think the War Paint's too good. I think the War Paint is way too good in this deck. I don't generally like cards like that, but his cost for what it does. Like, you could just be holding one of those, and then all of a sudden you draw a Cathodian, slam it on it, and hit him for 5. Maybe don't start the Sunlance. Yeah, I'm kind of looking at white as more expendable. Raise the Alarm is definitely the weakest of those cards that we have, but I mean, we have like Primarch and Scion and we have something else. Oh, Sigil Blessing. We have a lot of different things here that where Raise the Alarm gets good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. This isn't a 15 land deck, is it? 15 land with an artisan. No, it's not a 15 lander. It's a 16 lander though. Definitely a 16 lander because that really is there. This is probably like here. Could be all sorts of places. This is probably like here. This is the only actual 5-drop we truly have. I feel like there's something that's worse. That's worse than Raise the Alarm in this deck. He just plays too nicely with other things. I mean, even with Darksteel Axe, plays very nice with that. Hell, Darksteel Axe can play nice with the frickin' Eldrazi tokens. Why am I not running Sphere or Alloy Mirror? Because they take card slots. Like, we're an aggro deck here. Like, this is an aggressive deck. We don't have time for this crap. And we do want to try to kill our opponents reasonably quick. And you're kind of running out of. See, God, the triple red concerns me, but I think red's going to be our primary color, so it probably shouldn't. Oh, no, aggressive decks are not a must at all. But I don't like the artisan. Like, I again, kind of the same reason I don't want to play Alloy Mirror and stuff. Like, we're either going to win quickly or we're going to lose. Like, that's probably what it boils down to. We win fast or we lose. I don't want to play Artisan of Kozilek as a, well, if we get stalled. Yeah, I like Sunlance. I love Sunlance. But we're already kind of sitting on the brink of what we want. And if we play a heavy white deck at any point, it kind of becomes a dead card. Like, I think Sunlance comes in for the majority of your game 2 and 3s. But I think this deck is very focused on what it wants to do. And Sunlance doesn't do it. Yeah, Sunlance just doesn't really have a spot in this. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So this is definitely a 16 lander. And mind you, we have Savage Twister as well, but don't play Savage Twister for the same reason I'm not playing Sunlands, though. I mean, Savage Twister could just wreck us. Play if you need to, but God, hope you don't need to. No, I don't think this deck's great. It could get there. You'll need to be a little lucky for it to get there. It could get there. So 2, 1, and 1 going into it. We need 13 basic lands. You have 3 white cards, but I mean, I think we're only going to play 1 plains. Like, we're only going to play 1 plains. So we don't even have to worry about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Red. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Green. So we have 12 lands. Seven, 5. Is 8 red sources out of 16 enough to justify running Blunder or Thunderblast? Or do we have to go? No, but we need the green. I mean, we have Scion and we have, well, Scatter's not that big of a deal. We do have Vines. Yeah, I think we just hope that we have it. Really. I mean, bobble for the red if we need to. So yeah, so 1 plains, 7 mountain, 5 forest. I believe we have our deck, boys and girls. I'm more than happy at this point if anyone has any questions, any further suggestions, want to know what the hell I'm smoking, anything along those lines. I think there were a number of possible decks here. Just none of them seemed particularly great. Like the artifact deck just wasn't great. Like 5 color wasn't great. There really wasn't much of a proliferate deck to speak of, despite having the Tide. I mean, we had great enablers for 5 color, but we just didn't have much to do with it. Like once we had the 5 colors, it's like, okay, we have 5 colors. What do you do now? I could definitely see if you run up against another deck, though, that was just maybe even more aggressive than you, just like a pure, just balls to the wall deck. Stuff like Outcasts, Reassembling Skeleton, Shrivel, Instill Infection, Shrivel, Plague-Ruskala. Like all of these cards could be very good. So I could, and you'd play other ones too, but I could see morphing into black. Mike could even see morphing into black blue? No. Probably not black blue. You'd go black and then something else. I just don't know what the other thing would be. Maybe black, maybe just black white. Because if they're super aggressive, you'll probably be bringing in Purge. And Mirror Crusader wouldn't suck in that. Making little dudes. Picking them off. Yeah, I could see black-white against... Just morphing into a black-white deck against... like a super aggressive build. Yes, except Twister is one card. Like, do you want to be reliant on seeing one card? I don't. I feel like the black becomes significantly better against them. Bring back in the bear. See, like I wouldn't even play Daggerclaw Imp. The whole can't block thing kind of sucks. Though I could see playing Gust Skirmisher even without blue against them just to have something else. If they're all removally, obviously bring that in. $18, $19, $20, $21, $22, $23. 23, and we're super freaking low curve too. I could even see Waking Nightmares. Like, I might go 15 lands in this deck. Drop in 2 Waking Nightmares, because even if they're aggressive, that's the thing. Like, you can still strip 2 of their aggressive cards out of their hand, which keeps them from overrunning you. More than likely against an aggressive deck, by the time you're casting... Really, it's kind of a hot spot there, isn't it? By the time you're casting this, they more than likely are not holding lands. And if they're holding lands, you're winning anyway. So, then yeah, you just bring in the wilds. This is why I would have this deck ready. I would have this deck ready to go. No, wait, what's Strider doing in there? Hey, what? What are some of these cards doing in here? Wait. Hang on. At a certain point here, I started crack smoking. I suppose there's actually enough spirits. Now that these two probably would still make it. Yeah, they'd be fine. Yeah, they'd be good. So yeah, so start with the green, red, splash white deck. And then if we come up against something that's just like balls to the wall aggressive, we can morph over. into the more defensive deck. So, thank you for everyone who's here who's new. If you've not followed, please do. Crash, do you have anything you want to add?
No, it's just been really fun watching all these different decks being built.
Yeah, I know. What did we do? We built green-white tokens for the first one. We built blue-white affinity for the second one. We kind of had it was kind of a four-color good stuff deck for the third one. And now we've got red, green, touch, white. So,
Good job.
interesting. Hey, thank you so much for watching our video. We put out awesome new content all the time. So the most important thing you can do is click here to subscribe. If you love gaming and just want to see all the newest videos we have out, go ahead and click here. If all you really care about is just this game, click up here to see everything we've done for it. And if there's another specific game you're looking for, we have a few listed here that you can click on. But make sure you check out our homepage because we're adding new videos and new games all the time. This is Scott Gerhardt for the Gamers Dome. Keep playing, everyone.